Yo, what's up, freaking like YouTube or like whatever. So I figured I should like start this like series on like how to be like tactical and like how to like do like military shit with freaking life, because I did like serve basically, and like I know like all the freaking like tactical tricks or whatever. So like let's get into it, and I'll show you. I am trained. I do know how to do like military shit, and like I did like serve. So basically like when I show these weapons off YouTube, don't freaking like demonetize me or whatever, because like that will basically give me like PTSD and like piss me the frick off. So let's like start off with like your like kit and like what you should freaking run basically, like when it comes to like the military war. So basically it's always good to have like optics, so then when like sand and like you get in contact with like flak, it doesn't like destroy your freaking vision, because how are you gonna do like quick scopes or whatever for your freaking life if you can't freaking see? So like yeah, and also I personally, what I would do for my bud's training class, because like how I got there was like basically like EMO hair is actually useful in a tactical situation because it blocks out like desert sand. So yeah. Let's talk about like weapon setups and like how you should freaking like have things basically, and like how I like do like my gear, and I'll do like a showcase of like some of the stuff like I will take on like a mission and how it's like useful depending on like what situation it is, and like why like I will take some gear for like certain people and then like some other gear for like other friends or whatever when I'm on like a recon or whatever. So I'm gonna talk about my personal like setup, like for like my like main like rifle, and I call this one like the Recon Elite, and then my other one I'm still working on it. It needs to have like some like tune-ups or whatever. That's called the Prestige Elite, but this is the one I'm maining right now. I call it the Recon Elite, and I'll talk about what I kind of have on this weapon. So sometimes like I will adjust it to stock depending on like how close they are, and that's the same with like adjusting like my my grip length. But I always freaking run a bayonet, because you don't know when you're doing close quarters combat when you basically need to just like jab someone in the freaking face. Crap! Jesus Christ. Sorry. Gosh, this is embarrassing. Hold on. So let me talk about like my magazine. Like I like to run like fast mags, because like when you're like on a tactical mission and you need to like reload, you might want to do it like faster more than like normal or whatever. Because like if you're like in a fight, like you don't want to like reload slow. Like dude, like if you freaking like are like reloading and you like get like shot, like dude, you're like a total like bitch. Yeah, but this one is like my main like freaking like setup, and I will use it like when I'm on like certain like freaking situations, and I'll have like a light, you know, and I'll like have like my gear, like I like have like all sorts of like stuff in here, like for like my like war, you know, and like yeah, I'll show you my other stuff though. So like as you guys know, I did grow up on like the west side, like west side. So I do like, I don't like typically, so I have two versions. I have like normal pistol mode, but then when I'm doing it like a gangster, like I kind of have it like sideways, because you know, like I have like sideways because I just like naturally like growing up in the freaking hood, like I would always like aim my gun sideways, because yeah, I did like lay down a few motherfuckers. So, and I do have my scope backwards. Now you could be wondering like, why do you have your scope backwards, dog? Like why do you have like your scope backwards? And it's actually because it's to train my vision. So when it's like further away, it makes my eyesight stronger. To like, so, and they call me like Hawkeye. And sometimes like when I'm like freaking, when I'm like going like tactical, I will freaking go like this. Like, and then sometimes I'll even like triple it, like to go like this basically. Like to have like double legs, like so yeah. And then let me show, that's my main, like that's like one of my other pistols. And then for my the Colt 1911 and 45 ACP, I have this one because this is more of my close quarters combat weapon. I'll have this one with a bayonet on the end of it, so then when I'm like you know, if they get like too freaking close basically, just like danger close, like this one is the crossbow, which I have, and I like put like for my freaking crossbow darts, I put like Semtex and like C4 at the end of it, so then when I'm like freaking like sniping, like when I like hit like freaking shots on like the enemy, they totally like freaking like get exploded like a gay bitch. Yeah. Now, I think it's also time I clear up another misconception, is that I am not like a freaking like I do think that like chicks should totally be allowed to be in the freaking like battlefield, and it's like, because actually girls can have a tactical advantage when it comes to like freaking combat or whatever. So like, let's run down the weapons that I usually give to the ladies when they fight and why I think they're useful. So let's like talk about it. So here's a big thing when it comes to like babes and shit. Like like when I'm like over and like fighting and stuff, like you're probably thinking like, dude, it's gonna be like a total drag just like hanging around like dudes all the time, right? Like, well, yeah, but the military actually changed to where you can have like basically like chicks with like big like tits or whatever, and like they can be like cute and have like emo hair, like when you're like fighting. So yeah, so let me talk about what I usually give the girls like for when they're in the war, because girls like usually like pink or whatever. And this is like what I give to them. So I usually give these to like the babes, and like I teach them how to fight. And then another thing to always get like sick babes is like, you gotta like just like rip it. Like you gotta like do like 420, bro. Like how are you gonna like get like, how are you gonna like invite girls over but not like totally like get like rip fat fucking clouds? Like dog, like you always gotta freaking like go like just like 420 and like chill. Like just because you're in like freaking war doesn't mean you have to be serious like all the freaking time. Like like sometimes like you literally just gotta like reach like cloud 9. Yeah. Oh, like another way like chicks are like useful like in like freaking combat is like when they're on their periods, like that's basically like free blood, like to like, and they won't get AIDS. So like what they do, what you should have girls do is like cover themselves in blood, and like depending on like where you freaking are, like they'll like either gonna pretend to be a dead body and then they'll like pop out of nowhere and then just like mag dump like ISIS, like terrorists and shit, or like if they're like superstitious and shit, they can like walk around and be like zombies, like yoy. You guys low-key selling for the zombie. It's freaking me out. No, but like seriously, like chicks can like totally be like freaking like zombies and like scare the shit out of people, bro. And like not only that, like girls are like just as capable as like guys to do like anything, basically. Especially like when like they're like really like hot. Like especially like if like a girl is like hot, they can do like anything in the freaking world, bro.